What's up, guys, and Merry Christmas. I saw Nosferatu tonight, and I apologize if this review goes up after Christmas. I am trying my best here. It's either going to barely be on Christmas or barely be after. But I had to sit down as soon as I got home and talk about this movie because I've fully collected my thoughts, and there's just a lot that I want to talk about. Nosferatu, I've been looking forward to it for about a year now. Once I heard, that Robert Eggers was behind it, and they slowly revealed the cast. And I gotta say, some of my expectations, most of them, if not all, got blown through the roof. And I may say that a lot about liking a movie, but everything in this movie came together for just a lot of. It's just a really great movie. There's a lot that I want to talk about, but I don't know what counts as spoilers because the marketing for this movie, similar to Long Legs, is very interesting. They have barely shown Bill Skarsgård as our Count Orlok here. And so I'm not going to give even a brief description. I'm just going to start right off the top with Bill Skarsgård, though. He is either my favorite part or my second favorite part about this movie. He is unrecognizable. And you genuinely can't even tell it's him. He does a wonderful job, and there's a lot of moments in here where he could have felt like it was cheesy, but it's creepy as all get out, and he does a great job. We saw this with Pennywise a little bit. This is a whole different ball field. Whole different ball game. He just blew me away with his performance in this movie. Just based off pure, just character. I can't really describe it. He's good in this movie. The story itself is rather familiar. It's a rather just messed up romance in a weird way. And the original came out 102 years ago, but this is just a retelling of the story with some minor added details. I do believe this movie is messed up, and I'm not saying that as a knock towards it. I loved how messed up this movie gets. That makes me probably sound crazy, but it works so well for this movie. I knew this movie was going to be crazy. Okay, first of all, from the opening scene, I don't want to get into any spoilers, but there's one scene involving a jail cell. And a character, he's a smaller character, but a character, and he does something in this, first jail cell scene that's just like, oh, okay, so we're going hog wild, dog. And they really do. Nicholas Hoult is a big standout here. He's had a lot of performances this year that were quite good. He's definitely enjoyable here. He portrays the character so well. Just pure emotion. A lot for his character, and another character, or another actress, if you will. We'll talk about her in a minute. I've been avoiding talking about her, but he takes up the majority of the first third of this movie, and maybe for the first fourth. He's quite good here, and you fully believe the situation that he's put in, and just how you would probably react the same way. He's not the classic horror character of, okay, I'm gonna make dumb decisions and do these dumb things. Is there occasional of that? Sure, but overall, his character's like a really just normal human being that's going through this thing that's kind of awful. And the biggest standout to me, besides Bill Skarsgård, and probably my favorite part about the movie, is Lily Rose Depp. She absolutely deserves a nomination for this movie, in my opinion. I know, unfortunately, she's probably not going to get it, but it needs to be said that her performance in this movie is a standout. It's career defining, and it makes or breaks this movie. See, like I mentioned before with Bill Skarsgård, we've seen him as other horror characters before, and we know that he can do good. The only other thing that I can think of that I've seen Lily Rose Depp in, and I'll be it briefly because I got really tired of it really quickly, was her TV show with The Weeknd. And she was all right there, from the little bit that I watched. And she is fantastic here. She has a very hard task throughout this whole movie. She may be the creepiest part about this movie, wildly. There is just so much to her character. It's almost like playing two characters, and I'm not trying to get into spoilers, but there's one scene towards the end of the film that's just okay. There's two scenes in this movie involving her. It's just like, holy man. I don't know how she did that, but like she did it, and it's just wild, and she did a really good job. She is, she is the best part about this movie to me. Her performance. It's a big standout amongst a big cast of good performances. Anya Taylor-Johnson is here too. His performance was good. There's no bad performances here. Willem Dafoe, good. The other thing I have to mention with this movie is the cinematography is mind-blowing in this film. There's one scene that's briefly seen in the trailer too, and it's not just this one scene, but it's a big example of just how great the cinematography is, involving a hand in the city. Wonderful shot. And then just overall the cinematography in this film just looks so dark and gritty and gross, and it's great. And Robert Eggers once again just proves that he can direct a great horror film with characters that you can easily just fall into their world. And because of that, I have no choice, and I'm very willing to do this. I give Nosferatu an A. It's one of my favorite films of the year, and we'll get to that list in the next few days, Lord willing. And go check out this movie. I saw it in a sold out crowd, and it just made it better, I believe. I want this movie to, make money because I want Robert Eggers to be given more big opportunities like this. Alright, guys. Thank you guys all for watching this. Thank you for and I'll talk about it probably more in my end of the year video, the top 10 video. This year has been a big standout. For in a mixture of years, in a long time, this one's been a standout. Views wise, content wise. But thank you. All right, guys. Peace out. Like and subscribe.